The Apostle Paul said to the church in Ephesus that we are God's masterpiece. He encouraged them that God has created us anew in Jesus so that we could do the good things he planned for us long ago. That was not something I believed in, and it certainly wasn't the truth I was living some years ago. As an immigrant kid, I struggled tremendously with the language, culture, and racism. And by the age 6, I had experienced verbal, physical, and sexual abuse, which led to drug use, promiscuity, violence, and anger. It robbed me of my identity, my self-worth, and self-esteem, and it filled me with shame and condemnation. Maybe you can relate to this. My family moved around from Miami, Los Angeles, finally settled into Houston, Texas. My parents did their best raising me as a Catholic, but I didn't believe in God and later just decided he did not exist. When I was younger, I lived a life of wild living and criminality. However, God was not done with me yet. I met my wife, Sarah, in high school, and soon after, we began a family at a very young age. The unresolved issues of my abuse and traumas from childhood is what led me to become a suicidal drug addict. It was not who God created me to be. It was the circumstances of life that did that to me. But my wife, she had faith and she prayed. God wasn't done yet. In 2008, because of my poor decisions, I entered into a storm of consequences, personal, legal, and spiritual. But prayer began to make a way. I ended up in a rehab facility, and on the third day, it was a bright, sunny afternoon. I sat quietly on a park bench, and I realized that I'd been running from God. I looked up to the sky, and I said, Lord, I've been running from you, but on this day, I'm going to begin to run to you, and whatever you ask me to do, I will do. I was instantly filled with a powerful feeling of hope. And soon after, I walked into a life-giving church and began to grow in my faith. It was while I was a leader there that God spoke to me about a vision of a life-giving church that today is called Union Houston. Today, we are that church that he showed me, diverse and vibrant, a multiracial, multi-ethnic, multi-generational family that welcomes all people regardless of their past, their troubles, or how messy their life is. A church family committed to the message of Jesus and bringing about life change by connecting people to God. God has been faithful over the years, and we've done some great work in our city, working with the city of Houston, the mayor's office, and strategic ministry partners in our city. We've been highlighted on Fox and ABC for our work in our city. Can I say something? God's not done yet. I want you to be encouraged that no matter what your story may be, you are welcomed into the kingdom of God. Join us as we actively engage as kingdom citizens and bring about the mission of changing the world. The world in us is in a state of pain, suffering, and despair. People are flocking to New Age, alternate religions, and occult religions, all because they clamor for a relationship with the living God. The world is filled with poverty and homelessness and broken families, addiction, human trafficking. But can I tell you, we can change this. You see, belief in Jesus is the solution, and we are the change we want to see. The message is Jesus, and the goal is change. I'm thoroughly convinced that we can do this together as a family in his kingdom. The message of Jesus is the gospel, and the gospel has defeated all these things. We just need to collectively collaborate with our faith as we revive our faith, and we can help revive the world. See, I have a vision. I see a beautiful, colorful, young group of people reclaiming what is already ours. And I believe we must start with our hearts, our minds, of all people. This is the time to not give up on the next generation, but inspire them to change this world. We should never doubt God's mighty power to work in us and accomplish all these things. He will achieve infinitely more than our greatest request, our most unbelievable dream, and exceed our wildest imagination. He will outdo them all. And it is his miraculous power that will constantly energize us in every sphere of our lives as we connect people to God. God's not done yet. I pray for you and your family that together we can come together, pray, and believe that revival is upon us. Revival as in restoration, renewal, and reclaiming of all things that are dead. If this is you today, and you want to receive the same feeling of hope that I received on that park bench, I encourage you to go to the pinned video on my channel and watch it. At the end of that video, there will be an opportunity for you to say a prayer along with me that can give you the same powerful feeling of hope that I received. I also want to invite you to join us on this journey of faith, a journey of renewal and revival, because the Apostle Paul also told that very same church in Ephesus that we can come together in faith and prayer and that we can become one in his kingdom. Be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you can be alerted every time I drop a new video. Remember, on this journey together, I'm here to help you every step of the way. See ya.